Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day. Heidi, do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday, the 8th day of December. Today is National Brownie Day. Ooh, I like brownies.
I know you
Our
do.
son
so
is
do
a big
I.
fan of
Our
brownies.
son loves brownies.
Yeah, my beautiful bride Heidi over here, she and I we're on a diet right now, and our son comes over last week, and
Made brownies.
he's like, oh, hey, I'm going to make some brownies. And then he leaves them, like just the scent wafting in right into my nostrils. And I ended up going in, I had some of his brownies.
I had one too.
I was like, yeah, that's not very nice of you.
And then I sent them home with him when he
you don't
left.
go
I was
to
like,
somebody's-
take them with.
somebody's house and make brownies when they can't eat brownies. Oh, it's also National Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day. Oh, hey, I'm a time traveler.
Okay.
I'm just pretending. And it's a Tuesday. That means we have
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Super excited to visit with her dad. He's my father-in-law. He's a lot of fun. We do it every week. If you don't know what it is by now, you really should stick around. It's a ton of fun. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A survey of adults in a relationship found clothing, shoes, and underwear are among the gifts men rarely get when buying for a loved one. However, women aren't perfect either. The research found that women are more likely to tell a partner if they don't like what they've been gifted. They're also far more likely to drop hints about what they want. The worst gifts received, by the way, from their significant other: a mop.
Oh, bad idea.
A shoehorn. Vacuum cleaner, toilet seat, air freshener, nail clippers, a bag of rice, windshield wipers, energy tablets, a can opener, tape measure, and a salad spinner.
Oh my gosh.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, that would be a bad. And I've got one other thing. Researchers from 8 European countries concluded that a Mediterranean diet promotes healthy aging in adults. So we should eat a Mediterranean diet. I like
that stuff.
I don't even
it's
know
a lot of
what-
fishes, a lot of natural oils. It's really good.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. Police in Florida report that after punching a cab driver in the face back on November 29th, an intoxicated Florida man jumped out of the taxi, began dancing in the street, and then said, "I'm Rip James." And then he said a word I can't say.
Yeah.
It was from the Chappelle Show.
Right.
According to an affidavit, 50-year-old Paul Kijek, who's not Rick James, by the way, went to a bar at 4:15 Sunday when he was kept from driving by multiple witnesses due to his level of intoxication. Police finally did get there because the back bar ordered a taxi for this gentleman, but when the taxi got there, he began yelling at the driver and then punched him in the face.
Oh, that's not nice.
He then jumped out of the vehicle, began dancing in the street. That's when he said, some other stuff I can't say on the radio. And then the whole, "I'm Rick James," the word I can't say. He was arrested for battery and disorderly intoxication, both misdemeanors. He, by the way, was not Rick James. Just want to make sure we say that.
I figured.
And did apparently a terrible Chappelle impression. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. A new report shows that Hollywood's star-studded Time's Up organization spent the bulk of their donations on executive salaries. They actually spent very little to help the victims with their legal bills. So the Time's Up, I don't even know what that was. Do you know what that was?
I have no idea.
But it was a bunch of Hollywood folk that were working together for whatever this is.
Okay.
I've got a link to the story if you really care and want to read all about it. George Clooney made headlines by telling CBS that he used a Flowbee to cut his hair for years.
Really?
That's kind of fun. His hair always looked nice. So I bet the people at Floby are happy. Is that even
It
still a
might
thing?
have been way before he was famous.
Well, you never know.
You don't know what his hair looked like when he was using a Floby.
I'm just saying. Is that even still a thing? Have you seen those?
I have not seen those
I haven't seen them in
anywhere.
years. But if they are still a thing, I bet sales are looking good right now. Oh, I could look like George Clooney. And the $1.75 billion Quibi streaming app is now officially shut down 8 months after launching with some of the biggest names in show business. And everything about that confuses me because it was supposed to be such a big thing. And people were like, They just didn't care. All right. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of TimeForRehab.com. New York City dropped out of the top 10 most expensive zip codes in the USA for the first time ever. So during the pandemic, there are a lot of people that are splitting. They're getting out of there, and prices of things are dropping down because people are like, nah, I can't even get the thing sold. So New York City, not one of the top 10 most expensive zip codes for the first time.
I certainly wouldn't want to be there.
Pandemic was named the 2020 Word of the Year by Merriam-Webster. So I can't believe pandemic. I would have guessed for sure it would have been COVID or coronavirus. But pandemic, I guess we've heard a lot as well. And they all kind of go hand in hand.
They're probably all in there now.
Yeah. Apple's leading manufacturer, Foxconn, is in talks to make iPads and MacBooks in Vietnam. So right now they make a lot of that in China. They're looking at moving that to Vietnam. Social media is calling for a boycott of Nike. Here's why. Because of an anti-racism ad that played in Japan, and some say it depicts the country unfairly, like the United States unfairly. The big complaint is that the Nike commercial shows girls getting bullied at school only to be cheered on when they are good at football later. So they're like, I don't quite understand the campaign. I didn't watch it. I don't care enough. But again, it's one of those things where they're saying, boycott them. I'm not going to boycott anybody because of what somebody else says. So if you want to, you can. I'm not telling you to do nothing. I've got a link to the story if you want to read it. When you're older, you are 14% more likely to die on your birthday than any other day of the year. That's really sad, especially if you live in a certain geographical area. You're 13% more likely to die after getting a paycheck. And it says when you're human, you're more likely to die late in the morning around 11 a.m. than any other time during the day. When you're human? So 11 a.m. after you get a paycheck on your birthday. If that's you today, be careful. One fun way to find a Christmas tree is to cut your own down. How would you like to do that in a national forest?
I wouldn't want to do that at all.
I think this sounds like fun. People can purchase a Christmas tree permit through a website that allows you to go to a listed national forest of your choosing and cut down your own tree. The permit helps maintain the forest's overall health by thinning out the densely populated stands of small diameter trees. Not only is the practice environmentally conscientious, but the trees are also affordable, according to this. I've got a link to the site and the story, all of that in the show notes today. And one last thing here. A Los Angeles County supervisor was seen dining outdoors just a few hours after she voted to ban the practice. So she goes to a meeting, she votes, don't let people go out and eat on patios, and then she left the meeting and went out and ate on a patio.
This happens all
and
the time.
people found that she did this, and they were able to snap photos and post it online. So, yeah, that's a bad plan. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
No phone needed right now. Charlie's in the studio. How you doing, man?
Again, I'm still in the studio.
Yes.
I think I was here before.
You have been here before.
Once or twice.
So what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn about today?
Hey, a brewery in Canada makes beer using water from 20,000-year-old icebergs.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting
Oh,
idea.
that's cool.
Boy, I hope they filter it good, because, ooh, there could be a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is.
probably.
Okay, then, hey, here's another brewery, but it's in Japan, and they make beer from elephant poop.
Really?
Oh.
Why would you want that?
Well, apparently the elephants eat coffee beans and then they use them to make the beer. That once they
Ew.
pick them out of the elephant poop.
No thanks. I'll pass on that one.
That's kind of. Do you ever drink sake?
I haven't.
Yeah, I tried some once. It was not great.
I bet that tastes like beer made from elephant poop. Couldn't be any worse.
I don't know. Somewhere around there.
Hey, you're a swimmer?
Yeah, I
we
love to
swim.
swim.
Yeah.
It takes 68 days to swim the full length of the Mississippi River.
Like the width?
The length.
The length.
Length.
The width.
Well, that doesn't seem right. I mean, it's got to be a lot longer than that.
It
doesn't
depends on if you're swimming upstream or
Or
downstream.
downstream. It'd probably take me 68 days to swim across it.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I was saying. I was like, what are we talking about here?
Why would you want to do that? And
I don't know.
who come up with that stuff?
I didn't come up with it.
What number are we on here? I'm lost. Okay, let's try this one then. Here we go. Did you know you can't breathe and swallow at the same time?
Yeah, you told us that. And then we tried it, and I almost choked.
Well, sometimes you don't do everything I tell you to do.
I know.
Okay, then, hey, did you know McDonald's? You like them?
Yeah, I do.
Double cheese? Ooh. There are more McDonald's in the U.S. than hospitals.
Really? I suppose.
Hey, do you know you could get married to McDonald's in Hong Kong?
Would you want to?
It costs you $1,200.
Are you serious?
$1,200 to get married? Does that include like your reception dinner? Because it should.
Double cheeseburgers for everybody. $1,200.
If that's a reception and everything, then yeah, I'd say that probably makes sense. But
Happily ever after meals.
Yeah, McDonald's sells Coca-Cola. The syrup gets shipped in plastic bags to other retailers, but McDonald's syrup gets shipped in stainless steel containers.
Huh.
I mean, I have noticed
it makes a
that.
difference, apparently.
yeah.
Apparently it does.
Well, I wonder why they get special treatment.
They probably serve more than other places, so they get special treatment for that reason. I'm
Maybe they
assuming.
have to order it in larger quantity and it comes in a different
I don't
container.
Well, if the other ones shipped in little plastic bags, they get big old stainless steel things. They've got to be good. How's that? Sports fans out there? Okay, I got one last thing for you then. Rain boot throwing is an international sport. The British honor Arthur Welsby for the waterproof footwear.
Oh, wow.
Wallies are popular worldwide.
Yeah?
You ever heard of them?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Wallace wanging competition where contestants line up to see how far they can throw the rain boots.
Huh. We need to start one of these competitions. I've never heard of such a thing.
I'd never heard of this Arthur Willoughby or whatever his name is.
Wally's.
If you picture rain boots, that's probably what you're picturing
Yeah, you're
because they're
picturing-
pretty much the most popular.
Yeah, we could throw those around here.
Do you know what the record is?
I'm going to say 100 feet.
147.5 feet.
Whoa!
Or almost half again as far as I thought.
And I think that's a good thing to end right there with that guy.
That is. How about a question, though? You got time for one of those?
Oh, I think I can handle one.
All right.
One more.
So, what % of us rotate through the same 3 lunches every single day? So, you have this, or this. Like, we have the same 3 things for lunch every day. It's a pretty big %.
Oh, I got you. 78.
Real close. 80%.
You're doing well.
You're doing really well.
Well, I'm thinking about what to eat, and then
and you're pretty much.
Do you eat the same three things for lunch every day?
Oh,
Pretty close?
pretty close.
Every once in a while, I'll have something different, but it usually is one of the same three things.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Hey, I'm getting good at this.
You are getting really good at this. Well, we'll talk to you next week, Charlie.
Okay, I'll be here.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
You only need a little nurdle on your toothbrush. A nurdle is the tiny dab of toothpaste.
I knew that.
That's the name.
That's what they call it.
A nurdle. And
Yes.
this week, I'm going to give you a couple other names for things that you might not have known that's what they were.
Okay.
So our fun facts.
Well, we'll all look forward to that.
I got like 3 or 4 more I'm going to share with you. So I guess basically what I'm saying is I'm going to make you so smart this week that you could probably start referring to yourself as a doctor.
Ooh.
It's like a doctorate in knology. Probably.
Knology.
I don't know if any of that even makes sense. None of it probably does. It is today's fun fact, though. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline Taiwan. I think we just had one from Taiwan last week.
I think we did.
Taiwan man robbed a jewelry store, getting away with a couple of gold rings. Fearing that he'd been spotted, he decided to hide out in the attic of his apartment building until things cooled off. He was surviving on bread and bottled water, and he waited and waited and waited. Finally, he became a victim of his own funk. He told the cops that he wanted to surrender because his body odor had become unbearable.
Oh.
He said the jeweler could have the rings back. He just wanted a nice hot bath. So he hid in the attic for how long? I wonder how long. It doesn't say.
Yikes.
But apparently a while. That is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. We've all had bad days behind the wheel, but maybe this is a bit more. A man from Northamptonshire, England. Is that even a thing?
It must be.
Northamptonshire, England.
Okay.
He's going to challenge your bad car day. He managed to get his Renault impounded 30 seconds after he bought it.
Oh.
This happened by the Northampton
30
Hub
seconds? How is that even
Twitter account.
possible?
He apparently drove the car off the lot and almost into the front of a police car.
Oh.
During the traffic stop, the police learned that he decided to take chances, didn't have any insurance. That poor decision led to him losing his car seconds after purchasing it. So he drove away with nothing. Or he walked away, whatever. So, yeah, that's a bad deal. That is also... what... I wonder if there really is a Northamptonshire, England, or if I'm just reading something wrong. It is Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A man arrested after refusing to wear a face mask on a Delta Airlines flight. So that doesn't really surprise me because we've seen stories like that.
That's been happening.
So let me tell you the rest of the story. 44-year-old Joshua Colby Council was rushing to board a plane in Salt Lake City at the airport there, 10:40 p.m. Wednesday, when a gate agent stopped him and asked him to put on a mask. Police said that's when he refused and continued to board the plane. Once he got on the plane, the captain and crew also asked him to put on a mask. That's when he got hostile. How am I said that wrong. Hostile. I don't know. Now I'm overthinking it. He got angry and he continued to refuse. He refused to leave his seat as well when they said, no, you're going to have to get out. You either do that or you got to go. Only when all of the other passengers got up and walked out did he finally leave the plane. So they literally got everybody else off the plane to deal with this.
Oh,
the incident delayed the flight for 45 minutes. He was booked into the jail on disorderly conduct. Take a deep breath and calm down. It is today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Fake news or Florida? A Florida man who was naked from the waist down was arrested after breaking into an elementary school and spreading feces throughout the school. Fake news or Florida?
I'm going to say Florida.
Yeah, it's a true story. I think I know how you knew that was true.
I think we talked about it a long time ago.
Yeah, but also I think if it was fake, I probably wouldn't have even read it. Because that's just, yeah. You can't even make stuff like that up. That's just so yuck. All right. Thanks for listening to Fake News or Florida on The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of The John and Heidi Show is brought to you by The John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying The John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
Time now for some good news. I love wrapping things up around here with good news, and it's coming your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I love this story. Here's the headline. Parents were overwhelmed with emotion. Mystery woman pays off $16,000 worth of layaways at a toy store.
Oh, I love it when people do
too.
that. So many people just go into random stores and do that every year. It's amazing.
A secret Santa, in quotes there, paid off more than 80 layaways at a toy store in Queensland, Australia. The staff at Mr. Toy's Toy World said the mystery woman came into the store last week, paid off $16,000 worth of gifts.
So fantastic.
It says, we were all speechless. It was really a crazy moment, said one of the employees at the store. Rachel Thompson, an employee there, said she had to console some parents who became overcome with emotion when they were told that a stranger paid off your layaway. You can come pick it up now.
Oh.
The woman did not ask for any recognition. She simply said she wanted to help people out because 2020 has been tough for many. The staff said the woman came in with two friends who looked like they were all aged maybe in their late 20s, early 30s.
Wow.
They said we didn't get their names. They said when we said asked who it was, we're just Santa's helpers. That's all you need to know. The generosity, by the way, didn't stop there. The trio returned an hour later to give gifts to the staff members. The women then returned that evening and picked one lucky customer and walked around the store with him and had him select more stuff. They paid for the family. She said, what I'm assuming is their entire Christmas shop. Off the top of my hand, $3,000 to $4,000 is what they bought for that family, she said.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so what a cool thing. I wish I was in a position to do something like that.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh, because I would love to do that. That would be so much fun. If you are in that position and you can do that this year, boy, oh boy, just imagine how happy you would make people. And you know the coolest thing?
What a huge blessing.
You know who would feel the best about the whole thing? You would.
Oh, for sure.
I love that they just said, we're Santa's helpers. They didn't want any recognition.
Yep.
I see like YouTubers who do this where it's just ways for them to get more clicks on videos.
Yeah.
And it's still really
film
cool.
Themselves. It's still cool they do stuff like that, but
I'm like, don't do it for the video.
self-serving.
Do it for you. Just do it because. But either way, if you're in a position to do it, boy, oh boy, what a great way. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.